Hmm. I don't know. Guess it's time to do some fun stuff on here. All right. Button.
Action stations. Good luck, everyone. Roger. Let's give them a hard time.
All right.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon. Enemy destroyer detected.
Let's see how we do here. Get him. There we go.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh, shit. Shit. Son of a biscuit. that's doing that, I got something else I can do. This needs to be. Can't believe I did that. That was bad. How the hell is that I go out first? So stupid.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Ooh. Yeah, you're sinking to the bottom, buddy, just like I did. And there it goes. Wait, we want that gone. That's part of the issue. Hey, it's me again. Alright. Yeah, alright. got a little too close to the beach there. That's okay. Mm.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay.
Critical engine damage. Smoke generator started.
Oh, damn. Uh-oh. Good grief. I think I'm charging a little in.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Glad I softened that one up for him. Terrible. What a sad, sad sight. Where did this little guy go?
The enemy team has taken the lead.
There's a ship with some big guns that doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of anything. Get you some boy. Oof. Oh, look at those torpedoes. Oh, shit. Oh. Dang, nice hit. That was scary. Alright. Pretty good detail in the water. What the hell did he just shoot at? Oof. Torpedoes. Waited just a little too long. Or did he get it? He got it. Alright. Let's get this guy try again.
Our team is taking the lead.
Yeah, I don't really want it to go around the whole island, but
Engine boost activated. Ship is on fire. Main turret critically damaged. Smoke generator started. Our victory is in sight.
oh, that's assuming I live that long.
Screen set.
Okay. Get some torpedoes going. Pay attention next time.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set.
Come on, torpedoes. Just sink that ship already. Good. What did I just do? No, that's not what I wanted. It's not in here. Alright.
Battle starts.
See if we can kind of sneak in here. Alright. So they see me. Ah, shit. Turned right into that. Fuck. should have known. Stupid. Oof. Just think that. Thank you. This is not a good night. Kind of a boat has a lot of guns. Oh! Just watching them land hurts. I don't get it.
Attention. Reporting to target position.
What's closest? There we go. Alright. Damn. Oh. That wasn't good. This Wyoming's gone down. One more hit from anything. Oof. Oh, here goes the ram. Wow. Oh, hi everybody. How are y'all doing? I'm not doing so hot. I've managed to just about die at the onset of almost every battle. It's been kind of my luck tonight. But, shit, I'm having fun. Not as much as Pip and her brand new computer today. And you know what, JD? I think so. It's fun to pretend you're an old naval warship and, I don't know, kill things. I watched them demo it at LTX in Vancouver a couple weekends ago, and it's like, damn, I like the way that looks. So I figured, what the hell. So yeah, but gotta watch out for torpedoes. Torpedoes are They're extremely painful, and they seem to be what's taking me out no matter what. So, well, thank you. I was thinking about doing some voiceover work for a couple different commercials. No, but yeah. How was Pip's stream with the amazing Apex and the the shooting all over the place I was watching there for a period of time, getting to watch Pip freak out while she's jumping and shooting a 301 all over the place. I'll tell you what, you guys show me tech porn like I got to watch all day long, and I'll read it in a very erotic format for you. How about that? Yeah. As long as that backpack is for VR and getting to run around playing on that, then yeah, that'll be good. Right? Could you imagine? And she carefully inserted the memory sticks into slot 2A, pressed down firmly on both sides until she got a very satisfying click. She then moved on to the second stick. See, I could do it. I could make anything sound sexy. With a little bit of inspiration, of course. Battle ends in 5 minutes. Our team's losing. There's another ship. Let's get back to port. I already managed to screw that up for myself earlier. Pip, how was the Apex on the new system? I'm proud of you for not jumping directly to controller like Char. You go and buy a brand new computer and then you go and frickin' use a controller for it. Come on. Yes, insert some RAM. Get that RAM in there. Alright. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Well, hey. Let me put this. Pip, I appreciate you raiding. That was sweet, and you poor souls for sticking around long enough to watch her this whole time. That takes some dedication and commitment. Not that it's hard to do; it just takes it. And hey, thanks for the follow, Chew. You are the king in my book. And then who else we got? We got Hurrah TV. So not only is my voice calming, but I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. I mean, this is a current experimentative stream setup. I'm trying to be as cool as Pip with a little bit of extra tech. So look at those little effects there. The double. Which one am I going to go and look at now? I don't know. So I find myself playing around with this more than actually probably playing anything. I did get the Stream Deck. I figured, you know, if Pip was going to build a computer that was going to be amazing, I needed to make sure that eventually, for my ability to keep on par with her, never, but I wanted to be able to say I'm going to go in on something. So I want to actually expand, and with the encouragement of my wife and a couple other folks, I want to actually have a YouTube channel where I'm going to talk about technology and other things, and I want to play. And I figure what better way to motivate me to do it than to just go all in and do a whole bunch of different stuff, so that I didn't have an excuse. So yes, Demon, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Stuff like that makes me feel good, if you know what I mean. Feels good about myself. Yeah, you like it? Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm still playing around, still trying to get a feel for things. But, God, I'm having some fun, that's for sure. What the hell? Shooting at me? Oh, they took out my engines. There we go. Hopefully they walk right into those torpedoes. They did. And I managed to avoid torpedoes. You see that? I avoided them. So this game, I might actually have a shot now. Let's see if I can return the favor here. As long as my hot compadre there doesn't run into my own torpedoes. And if they do, oh sir, I am sorry. Oh. Oh shit. I just killed my own team member. That sucks. That blows. Damn, I feel terrible. This is fun. This is really fun. Again, as long as you're not going around killing your team members, I highly recommend that you don't do that. So, yeah. As long as you don't do that, it can be a really fun game. Apparently there's some techniques to this that I'm still needing to learn. I think it has to do with like where you target them. And of course you want to adjust your speed all the time because they can plan for where you are. You need to download it. JD, download it. We'll get into a division. I got my son downloading this as well, and he's playing. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, that is top tier gameplay, right, Demon? Killing your own squad there. I have not played World of Tanks, so I cannot attest to the similarities. But eventually I might have to just find out. Because again, I am sold on this. I just started playing it within the last week. And I'm loving it already. So we're going to lob over, slow down just a little bit. No, get over that mountain, I guess. I do have the chair. I've got it all, brother. I'm about as equipped as anybody can be. And if you haven't seen the game room behind that I got in here, you know, I've got my recliner over here, I've got my full-size couch over there, I've got the ottoman, PlayStation 4, Xbox Pro, or you know, PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox One X. Got my 3-screen setup here, so you know, this is the life, sir. Let's see if I can do some damage here. You can like start fires on the ships and everything. Oh! Some of those torpedoes hit. Look at that. See? Yep, do some repair. Slow down a little bit. Damn it, they hit me again.
Critical engine damage.
Uh-oh. Now see, now I'm on fire. I'm taking a lot of damage.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Torpedoes, I'm walking right into them. There it is. There we go. A game room closet. Yeah. I just cleaned out a few things in the closet when I shipped out some gear to my pops and replaced it with some Ryzen 3rd Gen. And oh, this is what this is my new prized possession from this LTX that I went to. Here we go. There it is. My own MSI Lucky. Signed by Luke and Linus of Linus Media Group and Floatplane. I'm afraid to take it out because then I think my kids will play with it. But yeah, this is bow before the might of Lucky. And there I go. Sinking. But it's I'll tell you what, this the realism and the amount of artwork on this game, the amount of detail put into it, you know, just coming over there through the shadows. They'll have thunderstorms in here. It's I mean, it's look at the graphics on that after taking out that. So yes, you better be downloading it, JD. Look at this ship-to-ship battle right here. You'd think that that ship would be firing a little bit better. But apparently not. So now it's a destroyer versus a cruiser. So this game, if he can get one more good broadside on him without taking any hits, there you go. Yeah. So things you want to focus on is going to be right here, getting these experience points, the stars. Allows you to spend it on research to be able to upgrade your ships, and then eventually the more you upgrade, the better class. So right now, if you look at me in my United States tree here, yeah. Ooh, you will lose hit points if you cause damage to allies. In case of further violations, you will be restricted from access to all types of battles except for co-op, clan, and training. Damn, I gotta be careful. So the next thing I can do is get myself a Langley, the first aircraft carrier available on the US side. I think what I want to do though is maybe work my way over to a battleship, because I haven't got to do a battleship yet. But then you notice you get all the different countries and their warships during World War II. You know, like what is the Japan down here? You got the Yamato. You know, it's I was watching another individual play it. It's got some firepower, but apparently it's got some areas where it can take some pretty big hits. So appreciate those of you that stayed around this long. Thank you. Make me feel special. Oh, it's pretty much all World War II. And some of the ships are from like World War I era. But yeah, this is definitely a World War II era game for sure. Get yourself a midway class aircraft carrier there. Makes me want to go back down to San Diego. But I'm liking these destroyers. I'm needing to get a little bit better with them, so that way I can be a little bit more of an asset with those torpedoes. Instead of go right up the way there and kind of swing around a little bit. I will say this though, JD, got to be willing to be patient sometimes, because there are some times, like at the beginning here, you're moving into range. You know, sometimes you're coordinating a little bit. Use the mountains and everything to your advantage. Get those penetrating hits. Damn. All right. Come on, baby. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm taking some hits here. Oh shit, I got no engine. Oh, there I go. There I go. Y'all didn't see that. That was mouse went dead. Yeah, that's it. Or as my son likes to say when he's playing somebody or playing against somebody in like Fortnite, oh man, the lag. Yeah, I'm totally lagging. Totally lagging. Yeah, did you see that? I was lagging. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, speaking of lagging there. Let's see here. So I got the Clemson. Where's it where I can go and go? Tech tree. St. Louis, it looks like. So see, this is what I need to do if I want to start branching out to the battleship side of things. And I still need about a little under 400 on the experience. So let's go get it. Do some set upgrades and battle. Yeah, I'm glad that could make you laugh there, JD. wasn't what I had planned. And matter of fact, when I was at LTX, even got a little, oh sorry, World of Warships, probably better if I did over there. Little World of Warships code to be able to like turn one of the ships into something else, I guess. I don't know. Haven't been able to get that far yet, so we'll see. Hi, Pip. What? Just you're honoring me, Pip, with your presence, and I appreciate you. And I'm excited for your computer. And it looked really cool to see you streaming on the old fancy Logitech cam there, without that darkened PlayStation circle. See, like right here, look at it's stormy. Apparently the weather will affect you too, in the sense that if you head directly into a thunderstorm, guess it gives you a little bit of issues. So I haven't got there yet. I'm looking forward to that opportunity. I think we're gonna go off a little bit here. The rest of my team's heading it's fine. We'll get about it the long way. Oh yeah, it's pretty much all World War II era demon, so it kind of gives you that nostalgic feel about things while you're blowing other people up, or in my case, getting blown up. But it's absolutely fun. Man, that almost looks like it's in Alcatraz. Look at that. Are we in San Francisco? I haven't seen any subs. I could go back and double check the tech tree, but I do not believe there are subs. That would be pretty awesome. You get your aircraft carrier, so you get your so you have aircraft carriers, and when you're the aircraft carrier, you're flying the actual planes. You got your destroyers, your cruisers, your battleships. But I do not recall seeing submarines. So, yeah. You can go have that conversation. Alright. So here we go. So I've got a cruiser and a battleship. What do we got over here? It's probably not the best. Alright, let's see if we can get a hit there. Well, I'm not sure about the planes because I haven't got a actual aircraft carrier yet, but I will tell you this. Being able to take one of your ships and ram into another one, maybe not the best thing to do, but it is totally cool. I have taken out a ship before by ramming it. I think I was a little bit better health situation than it. There we go, we set one on fire. Let's see if we can get some. Got another fire going. Alright, alright. Two penetrating hits. Hopefully that torpedo's right in there. Ah. See, gonna try to keep putting them on fire. That's the goal. But yeah, Chew, if you need a game to play, I'm telling you, this is pretty cool. And you can adjust. Sorry, the 1 and 2 gives you armor piercing versus high explosive. So maybe shooting against a battleship, I should be looking at maybe some armor piercing, but then you get a hit like that and you set them on fire. Okay, so you could do some pay to win, but I don't think it necessarily is required, and here's why. There are some aspects of this game where you could buy premium ships, and they're not necessarily any better than some of the other ones. But you're talking like $80 to buy a ship or special skins or something like that. It's absolutely not worth it. So dang, look at that. Oh shit.
Problem solved, sir.
Keep adjusting. Ah. I want to fire some torpedoes, but
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, you could you can do free to play and play just as good as me in that situation. How about that? Oh, that poor ship. That poor battleship, being surrounded like that. Best hope it's got us to lay down some fire and take them out before they finish them off. And he's flooding. He's got a fire and he's flooding in 2 spots. Yeah, that didn't work out. Competitive aspect to it? I mean, other than the fact that losing sucks, they have some, if I remember correctly, they do have some league, some type of, they have clans and stuff like that. You can group up with other people and battle it out with people you know and everything. But remember, I've only played this for about a week, and that's with having a job and also being gone over the weekend for my 20-year reunion. I know I don't look that old, but yeah, 20-year reunion. So here, this is I know what you're talking about, so check this out. So we'll go straight to just desktop mode and look. So I don't get why it's not showing it all here. Hold on a second. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do here. All right. So if you look at the screen here, you'll see that I have games everywhere on this screen. I have games on here from the 1991 era that I love playing. So it's okay to have a game to play every single week. I would just caution on spending money on games every single week. So I guess if you got a good pair of shoes, you could stop it with your Flintstone style, and it should work out okay. Oh, that was a terrible miss. Ah, man. Oh yeah, Command and Conquer games. Oh, oh. Generals too. Getting to play that as the superpower U.S. force, where you get the increased power plants and being able to build the ion cannons or whatever they were in generals at half price, and just be able. There was a map where you can have, I think it's upwards of 16 players, and everybody kind of gets their own ridge and pretty much one way in. And I would just line that ridge with EMP defense turrets, missiles, and then just all the way around, keep my southern side protected so that way I wouldn't get attacked by a sizable air force, and then I would just ion or whatever, again, whatever it was called in generals, ion cannon the whole map all day. I miss playing that game. It was more fun playing with my brother when we were growing up. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Well, one battleship left. He's got most of his health, but he takes he's got a battleship over there he's dealing with. He's got that cruiser and another battleship coming in within range. Got a feeling this one's a loss. Well, okay, so again, I loved playing it with my brother, so I was far superior to it than he was in it. But mostly I played against the AI as well, and that was just because, set it up with 10 opponents and myself, and just getting to go freaking crazy that way. Don't like losing. But yeah, the original Warcraft, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, they got the remastered 4K equivalent coming out. World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is probably the game I've played the most in my entire life. Obviously, being that it's persistent and everything, but I did that for over 10 years, and just got too hard to keep up on it and everything. Not to mention the $15 a month that, when you start factoring over 10 years and 12 months a year, it just it got hard to keep going. But yeah, I love all those games. And then the old Hero's Quest or Quest for Glory series, that's where the term Paladin, or the character class Paladin, and where I used the name from, came from. And just the storyline and getting to develop your characters and whatnot, that they don't make games like this anymore. Warcraft 2 had a population control mechanic by building the farms and whatnot, if I remember correctly. But the old style graphics were just awesome. Pretty much anything Blizzard did in their early years, and the game company Sierra. Those were my favorite growing up. A CNC tourney, I'm down. Time, place, preferably at night, maybe on the weekends. But yeah, the CNC. I don't even know how we would even, if GOG, because that's where I bought mine from, was the GOG gaming platform. If they allow for multiplayer access and whatnot, and I'll double check on that, but if they do, hell yeah. I bought all 17 Command and Conquer series games for, I think it was $7.50 on sale. And the Red Alert. And so the cool thing about like the Red Alert and CNC series was the when they get the actors in there. Man, makes me wonder if I still have the Red Alert posters that came with the game. The whole cast. Or no, it wasn't the whole cast. What was it? One of the Red Alerts with all the women of Red Alert. That was pretty cool as a young man growing up. Oh yeah, okay, I get you on that. But yeah, nothing. When it comes to the whole RTS style, I think the Command and Conquer series, as much as I love Warcraft, the CNC games are just top caliber for sure. What? Wait a minute. Who's remastering the first Red Alert? Details. You have to, if you're going to post something like that, you got to be able to provide the link. Because if they are, I'm in.
Battle starts.
See, there's that aircraft carrier. That's the Langley class. So best thing to do with that is you go into map mode here, you set out some waypoints, and then you just pretty much hang back and let your planes do the rest. Oh man, then that's the worst. I mean, I love the idea of taking an old game and making it for modern, but yeah, going and doing that whole making you have to buy essentially 2 games to do it, taking the content, cutting it in half for thirds, and not giving the players what essentially they grew up with or should be able to have, that just sucks. And the fact that they're talking about making the Final Fantasy game PS4 only. I don't think I'm going to re-up the... I don't think I'm going to go PlayStation 5. I mean, I've got the 2 consoles. I've got this, and Xbox is making games where they're, what is it? Xbox Play Anywhere style, where you can buy an Xbox digital game or a PC digital game, and it could have an Xbox component. So if I wanted to, I'd stop playing the Xbox game or PC game here and take it over the Xbox. Like that's far superior, you know? Let's see here. I want to get this destroyer. I gotta get this ship turned. Alright, let's see if I can make this work here. See, he's coming after me. Boom. 5 penetrating hits. There we go. Yeah. Alright, there's a destroyer.
Critical engine damage.
Alright.
Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, why don't you head... Come on. There we go. That's 2 ships. Oh, shit. Friendly fire. Oh, thank God. Oh, crap. There we go. Alright. Oh, please don't hit me. There we go. And see, I can't repair my engines until R down there's fixed up. Oh, good night. Good night, Pippers. Much love to you. Thank you for the raid. I love you dearly for that. And I'm much appreciated.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Come on. Turn right into those torpedoes. There we go. That's 3 ships.
Battleship destroyed.
Yep. Look at me. Big baller. Big baller Dan. Final Fantasy's great on more or less anything. I think the next purchase though is going to be maybe Final Fantasy 9 for... Oh, there we go. There's a win. Hey, you guys actually watched me get a win. And 3 out of the 8 ships brought down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Ship commander available. So look at that. Archibald Shaw, warrant officer. Oh, new stuff. So I'll have to read about that. Yeah. Okay, so you get the upgradability, right? So a lot of what you do on a PC, the part that generally is one of the harder things to keep up with is graphics card. So, you know, you're able to upgrade your graphics card. Generally, you can do whatever you want. In this case here, I went ahead and I've got the best AMD chip you can get on the market currently that is considered mainstream. Same chip that Pip's running. I bought mine first. She took the idea from me, so she might have received hers in the mail first, but I bought it first, so just make sure she doesn't try to take too much credit. But AMD Ryzen 9 3900X. They got the 3950X coming out in, what is it, September, October maybe, but I mean 12 cores. You know, most normal people, whatever you want to call that, will never need something like that. But I want to do this. I want to start taking videos and creating some content, and then eventually render it and be able to really play around with it, and then start, you know, putting together some actual stuff. You know, I was chatting with someone else about maybe being able to do some producing some content together, and making some videos or something where we're doing it together. So that'll be interesting to be able to dabble in when the time comes. But I want to be able to have enough processing power to be able to do it. I'd really say the only real upgrades that I have at this point, and my computer setup's no more than about a year old, is maybe add another 16 gig of RAM so I go up to 32. And that's only if I even really realize I need it. And then I have a 1080 Ti, which in a lot of benchmarks is still, top 3 of what's out there, depending on what you're running. So I'm good for a while. But when the time comes, I can upgrade it. You can't do that with the consoles. You can put a better hard drive in. The PlayStation 4, so they got that. but the overall gains you're going to get are going to be somewhat minimal. And I've been an AMD guy my whole life, outside of I think the very first computer that somebody bought, my dad bought for me. But if I put the money into it, it's AMD. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I don't know. I started playing something on it not too long ago, but a day later I didn't turn it back on. Oh, Final Fantasy 12, the you know, remastered version for PS4. So that's what I started playing. Ooh, i9, huh? Intel. Oof. 9900K. So you got the best chip for gaming on a PC. And arguably a worthy competitor when it comes to multi-threaded performance and being able to do things that this Ryzen 9 is suited to do extremely well. So, that's think I'm back, right? Okay, sorry. I pressed the button on my remote battery here. So yeah. Okay, so JD, give me a rundown of your specs. What are you running right now on your PC? This is remember, if you were following any of the comments I made during Pip's build, this is the kind of stuff that gets me turned on. So yeah, I mean, hey, the i9900K, it'll do everything. And again, for video rendering and things like that, it's a beast of a chip. That 8 cores plus the high, the high speed, the gigahertz, being able to clock it at 5 gigahertz and pretty much run it with proper cooling, all cores. It's amazing. And that's coming from an AMD guy that just doesn't like how much Intel charges for its stuff. But you can't blame them. AMD didn't have anything to compete against for a while. Just now, I mean, Ryzen. So I had a Ryzen 1. Now my son has it. It was a Ryzen 5 1400. So 4-core, 8-thread. Nothing special. But, it was a vast improvement over the FX series. And then once I realized that my pre-built Dell wasn't going to work for me, and I started buying the parts, I got a Ryzen 5 2600X, and that's what I was usually amping until I just upgraded this, and did great. I was starting the streaming, and before I stopped doing it, on it with everything, and I didn't have any problems, but I got a lot of stuff going on in the background and everything, and it's buttery smooth. I'm loving it. 5.1 gigahertz, nice. Yeah, it did drop because they had to stay competitive. AMD was, they came out with the Ryzen 9 39, and for the price, why would anybody go Intel at that point unless you just wanted the pure gaming aspect? And again, a great enough argument. Yeah, they had to. They had to drop prices anywhere from 10 to 15% across the board just to be able to go against the AMD stack. So, I'll get another game going here. But yeah. Now, Demon, do you have a computer you're running right now? Do you have a AMD system? Man, I still have. So I have an Intel laptop, just an i5, like 7400 or 7200 little 4-core 4-thread thing, and then I have an old HP. Oh gosh, it's running a dedicated graphics card from AMD, and the processor's in like an A10 APU type processor, but it has a dedicated graphics card built in it. I mean, it's stupid, but man, I could play World of Warcraft on it back when it was, gosh, what was it? Ice Crown? I think it might have been back during the Ice Crown expansion. So it's like, stomach's hurting. Gonna be in the bathroom for a while. Grab the laptop, go log in, and just sit there and screw around on the toilet with it. Oh yeah, the 5.3. You're talking about getting a super bin chip. That's 5.3. You're gonna be You need to run some real cooling, and your voltage is gonna be high. You gotta be careful with that. It's doable, in some situations, but. Yeah, anybody watch any tech tubers like Paul's Hardware, Kyle from Bitwit, Linus, Hardware Canucks, any of those guys, where or Steve from Gamers Nexus. Gamers Nexus, they do some really good in-depth reviews and like overclocking and things like that. Yeah. I would imagine, yeah, once you start putting it under any real load, it probably wouldn't do a whole lot for you if you're trying to run at 5.3 for anything other than turning on a computer. Do you run it at 5.1 even now all the time, or is it just when you're messing around with it? Oh, okay. So you enthusiast Bala, huh? All right, so you've got the 9900K, but what else you running? Like, what kind of memory you got in there? Hard drive? Are you running a Z390? What is it? 370? You're probably running the Z390 for the overclocking, obviously. Oh, that's good. Not past 60. That's real good. Oh, nice. Okay, you got the 590 and a 2600X? Okay. So yeah, you're definitely in good company, Demon. Oh, good lord. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Oh, good gracious. Yeah, so I just got the for this upgrade, I just got the G Skill 3600 speed because Ryzen and the higher quality memory speeds and whatnot to improve its abilities. And before that, I had a 3000 set from Corsair. But I'm telling you, this maybe it's placebo effect because I spent a lot of money and I want to feel good about it, but I'm loving the setup, the build right now. Oh, okay, good. Low profile. And it see, that is one thing I like about the latest Ryzen or AMD is that you can run AM4 socket on these older boards and still get it to use the newer chips. Like, Intel's doesn't have a good track record when it comes to that. So the fact that AMD is doing that you know, is something that they should be able to brag about.
Good luck and fair seas today. I need intelligence data.
Yeah, I think if I really get into this video editing and everything, I think I want to push the memory up to 32, especially while prices are still on the lower end. One penetration. Almost feel bad for saying penetration, but yeah, all right. Maybe this is gonna start becoming my my ship here. You know, okay, so I love AMD, but I didn't have a computer I would brag about back in the AM3 socket days. Ran too warm. Just didn't work for me. But that is something, again, AMD, I mean, the fact that they would create a piece of technology that can be used generation after generation. And yeah, next year it's going to be a different story, but that's still pretty cool.
Smoke generator started.
Come here.
Smoke screen set. Critical engine damage.
Oh, you guys crashed into the... Why'd you do that?
The ship is on fire.
Oh, damn. That cruiser's doing some serious damage.
The ship is on fire.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna die. Ah, okay. But I did enough damage to it. Somebody else took it out. I guess I'll feel good. Yeah. It does not surprise me that somebody warmed up their fish tank with that. Not at all. Does not surprise me one bit. Huh. Camera cut out there for a little bit. Let's see here.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Doesn't feel hot enough to be an issue. Watch out for that bomber. Ooh. Now see, the one thing I gotta figure out if I still get credit when I get out of a game before the match is over. That part I gotta still figure out. And this battleship is taking some dits. Oh, yeah, that would suck seriously, especially in my. So I've got gigabit internet in the house, and I'm using Google Wi-Fi units and everything in the house. Um, I mean, my whole house is freaking Google-fied. If I lost the routers, man, I'd be miserable. Have to go back to using the AT&T provided one for a while. Be like the worst thing ever. Oh, look at these torpedoes. Hopefully that took out its engines or something, and these torpedoes still got a shot. Oh, no, his engines are still good. Ah, how come I don't get luck like that when it comes to the damn torpedoes? Oof. See, I've got gigabit up and down, so it's pure gigabit fiber across the board. Um, if I wanted to do the same thing with Comcast, I'd have to pay about an extra. It's like $50 a month, and then even then they still put me on a 1 terabyte data cap, and I'll tell you, I use more than terabyte. I'm probably at about 1.5 terabytes a month. I'm always downloading things, reinstalling things, tinkering with tech, multiple TVs doing 4K streaming and everything like that. So if AT&T ever tried to, go away or something like that, I'd be at a loss. I'd probably just throw my hands up in the air, walk away from a computer, and not come back for who knows how long. Yeah, you know what, sometimes I was having that problem with Comcast. I don't know what the issue was, but I'd have to call them up every once in a while. You're at 2 terabytes this month? You know, last month? Damn, I thought I was a freaking data whore, man. It's that 8K porn you're watching. Tech porn. Okay, oh man, that was kind of fun. Alright, so before I get you hooked into this game, what has been your go-to game lately, JD? Ooh, that ship needs one good. These torpedoes gonna hit? Oh shit, those. Oh, lucky. Yeah. I was afraid you were going to say Fortnite still. A game that I think only one time did I ever do well enough to get multiple kills in one moment. And that was with Roll and Wheezy. But outside of that, man, Fortnite, it's like my brain does not comprehend the ability to jump constantly, because that seems counterproductive to being a successful soldier of sorts, and build things in a matter of seconds. Like, my brain just couldn't grasp it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. The ship's rough. Ooh, why can't I dodge like that? Jeez Louise. So it's carrier and a two battleships versus cruiser, three battleships, and an aircraft carrier. Look, it looks like this. It looks like this guy's trying to do a kamikaze run. Oh, but he's not. Okay. Oh, torpedoes. There they go. And very, very smart. So that's all that's left is this guy all the way here in the corner. He's trying to hide in the corner. Oh, man. Okay, so what's teamfight tactics? I don't know anything about that. The chat in there. Can we just talk about this? Nah, fam, send over your women and maybe negative front lean and rest 4 years soon. Alright. Yeah. Look at the detail of the map. All the space. Okay, so it's card-based battle, like Hearthstone, but with League of Legends, what, characters or story background or something like that? Because you got me thinking Hearthstone when you're talking about card-based. Okay, because I haven't played any of the Dota stuff or anything. I never got into that League of Legends. I think the closest of anything I got probably into League of Legends would be Diablo, if that even is even a comparison whatsoever. Diablo, though. What is that? Diablo 3? Like, I would love to play that. I'd love to run that around with some people, but they just need to get these ships in close enough and finish this match. Okay, that's where the cards. Okay, I get it now. Boom, rockets. Oh, there comes the fire now. They're in range. Oh, look at these. Yeah. This is where it starts to end. think the thing for me is a lot of those types of games and everything. If I'm gonna play them, I need to play them with people I know or comfortable playing with, because a lot of the random stuff, it's almost like I need somebody to keep going like, hey, dummy, do this instead. You know, because I won't be a pro at any of those. Obviously, you can tell I'm definitely not the pro. But I love playing. Stanley Bragg. David Radcliffe. Okay. Got some leveling. So I don't know if this is... Has no armors or sicknesses within this range. So I guess this is how you kind of determine what your weak points are. I don't know. I'm still learning the game, so... Why don't I tell you what, JD, why don't you figure out how this game really works, and then you can tell me. And I'll let you have all the credit for it. Well, I know. Well, that's because your friends are the ones that can be toxic to you, and it's okay. At least that's what Pip tells me. Oh yeah, I need a good set of people to play with, so... And it won't be Fortnite. I wouldn't mind Apex because there's no build aspect. But I gotta get a little bit more twitchy with that. Because I probably spend a little bit too much time just kind of like... Why am I not running as fast as everybody? And so I gotta get past that phase. And I know you gotta conceal the weapon to move faster, but it's just like sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay, so check it out. If you want to go into purchasing stuff for that whole pay-to-win aspect of things, so you can buy doubloons, which you can use for something, I don't remember what. You can buy specific chip or ship packs and everything. Different nations, things like that. Let's see. As you can see, there's quite a few. Flag vaults, which allow you to be able to do special upgrades per battle or something. And then, yeah. But I don't think it's worth it. I mean, there was some ship packs or something like that. I mean, you're talking on sale for 60, 70 bucks. Really? So you're telling me every one of those ships packs makes it a whole new game on its own where you're spending 60 bucks? Yeah. Okay, I haven't played World War Z. I know it's a zombie related thing, but is it free to play, or you got to pay to get the game itself? See, now, if you pay the 60 bucks to buy the game or whatever the price is, are you actually getting a full game, or do you got to buy chapter 1 through 3, or season 1 and 2, or expansion pack for zombies that play with you, or all that crap? Or do you actually get a full game? Okay. Maybe I'll take a look at it. Have another thing to do. But let's see here. So some of the things I want to do. I want to develop the Final Fantasy and Elder Scrolls. I've got pretty good characters on Xbox and one on PlayStation, but between Final Fantasy and Elder Scrolls, I really want to get that going. I just started Warframe. That one seems like Destiny only, I guess, maybe with a whole lot more customization. And then, of course, League of Legends, not League of Legends, Division 2 and Witcher 3, really like those. Got to start playing them more, but those Command and Conquers. I'm currently playing through CMC 3, and then I'll switch over to 4. But yeah. And then, of course, you got your Blizzard Activision here. But yeah, I need to play a little bit more. So I'm committing myself to making sure that once the kids are in bed, school starts next week. So bedtime will be earlier, so I should be able to have more free time here. And oh man, I want to play. I want to have some fun. I want to develop things. I want to create some content and have some laughs, mostly at myself. So yeah. Yeah, I can see that about Warframe. I've gotten further on the Xbox, and I still haven't even scratched the surface yet. And then, of course, you got City Skylines for just dinking around and having a relaxing fun. So, as you can see, plenty of games to choose from. More than I know what to do with. So if you guys have any of these things here and ever are feeling an itch to want to play or something like that and you see me on, I'll get out of whatever I'm playing. I'd love to be able to get on there and just screw around. I even put together a Discord server, which I'm sure everybody else has, but, chat away and whatnot. I'm open. I am open to suggestion. I just want to have fun. So if you guys ever want to do something. Do I do any programming? Nah. I dabbled with Android, being able to go in and do Android roaming and things like that, but I gave that up. It just, the Android experience started to get so good that being able to do custom ROMs and stuff and tinker around wasn't really having the benefit it used to. So I stopped messing around. So my next adventure is video editing and maybe eventually doing some Photoshop and whatnot. And maybe streaming while playing and rendering on the other screen, because 12 cores, 24 threads. I've got some engine under the hood and 3 screens to play around with. So why the hell not, right? So yeah, that is the second half of 2019. Get down to 160 pounds, my wedding weight, and be able to produce content that starts getting uploaded into YouTube, and maybe start working on some collaborating type of content as well. So here's the thing. I got 3 screens, but if I was to go back and do it again, I would have 2 screens of the same type as my main screen, as opposed to what I have now, because I have 2 wings, or 2 on the wings that are same size. One of them, the only difference between it is one has USB-C as a port and the other one doesn't, but they're the same 2K Lenovo panels with 60 hertz. And then in the main, I have a G-Sync 27-inch Dell that's 144 or 165 hertz and whatnot. It's a TN panel, but it's right in front of my face, so I don't have to worry about the color accuracy at that point as much. But I would have done 2 of these Dells, and then instead I probably would have gotten like a 32-inch or something above it, so 2 here in the front and a TV on top of it, so that way I can just fall asleep here instead of over here or again, it's my game room. This is, as my wife call it, the den, Dan's entertainment nook. This is my area. This is all me. You know. Yeah, I tell you, I was 150, little guy, um, when I met my wife, and a year of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches later, when we got married, I was 160, and then within 2 years, when we found out we were pregnant with our first, I was already up to 200, 212 pounds, somewhere in that range, because it kept fluctuating. After a few years of that, somebody told me I looked a little thick, so then I got down to 190, and I was there for a few more years, and then I got down to 180, and then I've been kind of off and on between 180 and 170, but for the last couple months I've been about 167 to about 165, so a couple more pounds to go. Oh, I looked thick. Me personally, I was thick at my height and everything. Oh, see, you were lucky. You got some time with her at a decent weight. I'm surprised my wife gave me the time of day, if you know what I mean. For within the 2 years when we had our son, um, it was getting pretty rough. Um, let's see if I can maybe give you an idea of what I was working with here, because it was frustrating to be who I. See, here we go. Let's get down to about the time my son was born. All right, this is so you'll see what I'm talking about here in a moment. This is family. That's my boy. Okay, so look at this. This is my wife's cousin, and this is me. Look at the cheeks and that face. So it was pretty rough. And then at the best I was, which is right about here. Actually, right now it's probably one of the best I've been, but around my birthday here in May, not too bad. So, yeah, oh yeah. No, but see, the thing is, I put the weight on prior to the baby. That weight was already there. If anything, I just added a little bit to it. So, this was back in May. This is where I am now, and I'm actually a couple of pounds lighter now than I was there. So, and I was feeling good there. So, but yeah. So, I know Pip put down a goals Twitter goal thing. Uh, I haven't responded to it yet, but one of the things I wanted to do was be able to, again, produce some content on YouTube, get my weight down, and play a lot more games. So those are some things I'm committing. Yeah, man, losing weight sucks. It's especially like you say if you got medical stuff. And I forced myself to go for a walk a couple weeks ago, and it was like 93 degrees. I did 5.5 miles, but shit's hard. It's hard enough as it is to get sometimes the motivation to do it, and then you're bouncing around with health. Yeah, I feel you. But it's always a few other things you do. I'm thinking about getting the little under the desk elliptical foot thing. It's like $300 or something like that. I'll probably look like I'm jerking off while I'm sitting here and whatnot, but anything just to kind of keep moving. That's my goal. Hey, dog's on. All right, so that's it. You guys were on the same team. We're focusing on the weight. Set a goal. Let's do it. We've got till December 31st to achieve our goals. Once I get 160, then I'm going to work on bulking up a little bit on certain things. But my main area is got to get rid of the man boobs. That's goal number 1. I see. You earned it. You earned it, demon. You earned it, sir. Yeah. I hear you. Alright. I appreciate you guys coming. Thanks for the follows. Means a lot. Really does. I'm going to rest my ears. Did I shut this damn thing off? Yep. And get me some sleep so that way I can wake up early enough and still get to the gym. So I hope you guys have an amazing night. Thank you so much for staying, for those that have and just had nothing better to do, which I'm really sorry that you were stuck with me because, you know, I mean, come on. If this is what you're spending your night with, I'm flattered, but you could do better. So I expect you to do better. But again, thank you again so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm going to look to probably do this 3 or 4 times a week, barring any out of the area obligations I have. So till then, good night. Thank you again. Much appreciated. And maybe I'll write some special material to read back to you guys. But have a good night, guys.